Hi everybody, it's Dr. Kevin Hyde with Pinellas Anxiety Specialist here, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about another relaxation technique, which is progressive muscle relaxation. So know that some people try the deep breathing technique and they just don't find it effective for them, and that's okay. I think that it's really whatever works best for you, and this is another technique that can be used. One of the drawbacks is that it's not something you can do if you're kind of out in public. You need a little bit of time to yourself, maybe some privacy because you can look kind of funny. But it is another strategy that can be helpful if you're trying to relax and get rid of a little bit of stress. Now, this is a technique that can be particularly helpful for folks who feel like they really carry their stress in their muscles. So there might be one particular muscle group where it just gets tight. For a lot of people it tends to be their back or their shoulders. For others it's their legs. But really, if you're one of those people that carries that tension in their muscles, this can be really helpful for helping you to calm down and relax a little bit. Okay, so what we're going to do is go through the different muscle groups in our body. And when I ask people, how do you relax your muscles? Usually they tell me they lay down on the couch and watch TV, right? And while that can be enjoyable, it's not really doing something to alleviate that tension that is being held in your muscles. So when we're trying to do that, what we want to do is tighten the muscles up, hold it for about 5 seconds, and then very slowly let the muscles relax. Okay? And while you're doing this with each muscle group, I really want you to notice and focus on the difference in how the muscle feels before, while you're doing the tension, and then after. Okay? And so there are a lot of different ways to do this. I'm going to show you my own way that I use with most of my patients, but you can go online and find other options. And so with me, what I tend to do is start kind of up here and work the way down. And so I start with the shoulders, okay? And what this looks like is kind of bring the shoulders up, and then you roll the neck from side to side, and you just feel that tension in that area, and then you slowly let the shoulders drop and bring your head forward until it's kind of just hanging there. And so after we do that tightening, you just want to sit there for 10 or 15 seconds. And again, notice that difference in the tension. Okay, so we've done the neck and shoulders. Now, what I want to do is go on to the biceps. And for this, I do it crossing my arms in front of my body and then just tightening those bicep muscles. So, if you've been working out, this is a chance for you to kind of show off there. But you just want to do that again for about 5 seconds, and then slowly let your arms fall into your lap and notice the change in what you're feeling in the muscles. And you can just sit there nice and calm. And if you like the breathing technique that I talked about in another video, you can be doing that as you're going through this as well, but it's not necessary. So the next muscle group we're going to move to is also in the arms. It's going to be the tricep area here. So how we do this is hold our arms out in front of us, and I like to picture like I'm having a big box that's in front, and I'm doing my best to keep that box elevated. So I can really feel that tension in my triceps. And again, after about 5 seconds or so, just slowly bring my arms down into my lap. And just feel that calm move into those muscles. I can feel the tension drift away. Again, give it 10 or 15 seconds, just noticing that difference, noticing that looseness in the muscles. So as we're working our way down our body here, the next area is going to be in our abs. Okay? And so for here, it's going to be, sort of picturing like somebody's going to punch you. And so what do? You tighten up those muscles. And you hold it for about 5 seconds. And then just slowly let your abs relax. Notice any sensations that come up. That could be anywhere in your body, or it could just be in the abs. Just take note of it. Okay. So now we've done the upper body. Now we're going to move down into the legs. And there's a couple different ones that we're going to do in the legs. So let me just back up here. Hopefully this is far enough that you can actually see. But first, what I'm going to do is raise my legs up and bring my toes in towards my body. Okay? And then, again, you just hold that nice and tight, noticing that tension, and then you slowly bring the legs down to the floor. And I know for me particularly, with these big muscle groups in the legs, I can just almost feel warmth returning into that area after I do this. And again, we just give it 10 or 15 seconds to enjoy that feeling of looseness, of the calm. And then we're going to do another leg one, which is raising our legs, and this time, instead of bringing the toes towards the body, we're going to point them out. Feel that tension. Hold it, and then nice and slow, bring the legs back to the floor. Okay, and so we made our way through the body. Like I said, there are different techniques out there. So some will actually do some facial muscles, others target some other smaller muscle areas in the body. If those are areas of concern to you, that's where you hold your attention, and we didn't cover it, feel free to look those up. But I'd say that try it out, see what works for you. It's going to be different for everybody. So if you have any questions about this, if you find it helpful, but think that maybe you could benefit from you working with me on other techniques and strategies and ways to overcome stress or anxiety, please get in touch. My email is kevin@hydepsychology.com. The phone number is 727-469-3008. Thanks. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.